Well, Stephen Horrell joins us now from Annapolis in the US state of Maryland, and he's a senior fellow at the Center for European Policy Analysis. Welcome to TRT World. How would you describe the role of Türkiye in the NATO alliance right now following this Madrid NATO summit?
I think the agreements that came out of the Madrid summit really prove and underline the value of Türkiye as a key ally within NATO, within the membership of NATO. Türkiye had legitimate national concerns, as each and every ally does. They had security concerns, and the other allies and the prospective members, Finland and Sweden, were willing to address them. So I think that's a positive note overall.
And overall, how would you describe right now US-Türkiye relations?
I think the fact that President Biden and President Erdogan met for an hour is a good sign. And as well, the discussion that President Biden had about moving forward with F-16 sales and F-16 modernization is a positive step. There have been some tensions. Andrew highlighted the S-400 to the F-35 deal. And this F-16 move in some ways mitigates that and helps the two countries get beyond that in their relationship.
And the NATO summit has finished, but going forward, what role do you expect Türkiye to play in Ukraine's war with regards to the ongoing food crisis and also even more mediation efforts?
Türkiye has a great role to play within the Black Sea region as a whole. Obviously, as the implementer of the Montreux Convention about the passage of ships, warships, and other ships through the Turkish Straits, that's a very critical role. And Turkey's role as a leader amongst NATO is important in any overall NATO response to Russia's aggression within the Black Sea. The topic of whether or not we get a UN mandate to which Russia could agree to have some sort of naval escorts so that grain can get out of Ukraine and to the world, where the world markets, particularly in the Middle East and in North Africa, need that. I think Turkey would definitely play a role in that diplomatically, if not the naval aspects of it. And I think it'll be important to have one UN imprimatur on that. And also NATO would play a role, but non-NATO international navies also playing a role in securing those food shipments would be good for the international community.
Indeed. And Stephen, how concerned are you by what we heard yesterday from the Russian president saying that he would respond in kind to NATO's expansion?
So NATO enlargement is not an expansion. It's not NATO taking over territories. It's sovereign nations who desire to be in NATO for the security guarantees, just as Turkey decades ago. It's not an original founder, it was an early founder, and again, because of the important role they play. So Finland and Sweden wanted to be members of NATO because they saw Russia invade another non-NATO neighbor. And frankly, President Putin, prior to this third invasion of Ukraine, this war, he spoke about potentially redrawing the security architecture in Europe. And he's done that, just not in the way that he originally intended.
And going back to the NATO summit and Finland and Sweden's membership bids, the Turkish president has said that these two countries must keep their word. How do you see this going forward?
So I would agree. Again, Turkey voiced their national concerns, their security concerns, and it's important to note that Sweden and Finland listened to that. And as well, the NATO leadership did. It's my understanding that Secretary General Stoltenberg was a key player in the discussions and in the agreements that resulted to keep those membership applications moving forward. So again, overall, it's a positive note for everyone. President Erdogan noting that he expects those agreements to be lived up to, and certainly Sweden and Finland agreed that they could make certain moves to keep their NATO applications moving forward.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much, Stephen Horrell, joining us from Annapolis in the US. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.